Hello and welcomes back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Vaedren here, my agent, and we are here once more on the world of Odessen after the events of the assault on the Meridian Complex shipyard, which went rather poorly for the Empire. Yes, unfortunately some civilians got killed, but that was due to Darth Krovos, of course, and her plan to distract some of the Republic fleet. We do indeed have a few bits of mail, and then I think we'll go have a word with our SIS contact, see if he has anything more, any other plans in mind for the Alliance and how we can aid the Republic. We have a message, of course, from Darth Krovos. The failure of our operation will have a far-reaching impact on the Empire's war efforts, as I'm sure you are aware. Far-reaching but not irreparable. Worse though, I worry this will affect promising coordination and focus we mustered for this fight. Right now, the best we can do is consolidate our resources and be prepared to do battle with a better positioned foe. Major Annery, of course. We won the little game she was playing with Raven Squad. I'd love you to come down to the barracks sometime and give Raven Squad a speech. I hear you're good at that kind of thing. I'm sure. And Lana Benico, in regards to independence. As much as I have enjoyed having Imperial resources at our beck and call, I believe you made the right decision. Right, okay. We'll talk about this. If we weren't acting as a double agent, during our conversation with Emperor Vaedren, he would have asked that the Republic became his hand. That the hand would be picked from specialists within the Alliance, independent from the Empire and answerable only to him. But as we were acting as a saboteur, he decided not to offer. Whether or not he suspects that the Alliance were working to his detriment, I don't know. But yeah, this mail is coming up assuming that we refused to rebind ourselves to the Alliance, to the Empire, because we could choose to return to the Imperial fold or remain as a separate entity working alongside the Empire. So this conversation may go this may be a rather short conversation, but I certainly would like to have a word. And back over to the promenade we go.
Those huts are ruthless. The things I hear they do to the Evokai.
All true. Still, have you ever actually met an Evokai? Most pathetic things I've ever seen. Honestly, How could the Hutts not enslave a species like that?
That's cold.
Go meet one, then you can talk. 50 credits says you wind up shoving it into a gutter and laughing.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
The hero of the hour. You've made me a very popular man back at the office. Your tab is my tab now, friend. Seriously, you don't know how much this win means for us. Saving the shipyard without breaking your cover? Absolutely incredible work.
We have the Empire backed into a corner. They won't last long now.
Let's hope you're right. I want to put you in touch with a friend of mine, one of the best covert operators I've ever known. Commander, this is Master Seldarin.
A pleasure.
Sal and her friends have some big plans coming up, and I think you could be a big help.
Few Jedi survived the war with Zakuul. Most are scattered to the far corners of the galaxy, hidden, awaiting a sign of hope to return to the fold. We intend to give them that sign very soon. And when we do, the Empire will try to stop us at any cost. You can fight them in ways no one else can. Warn us of impending attacks. Feed us intel on lost comrades. You can help us save the Jedi.
Excellent. Help you save the Jedi. Plans are in the works. All sounds very interesting.
You won't find a better bargain. Come back anytime.
And I suppose, if nothing else, we are indeed heading back to Odessa now to meet up with this Jedi Knight and former Sith Lord. Something about the Sith Emperor's final weapon, which certainly sounds ominous. Heading back into Alliance operations.
We're here. Now tell me what this is all about.
As I told you on Viken Space Dock, Tenebrae's last gruesome weapon. He sought immortality, but only his endless spite survives now. I was his most powerful servant once, his wrath. But I learned of his true nature and plotted his downfall for centuries. Ultimately, I saw what had to be done, and betrayed my empire in order to destroy its creator. That is how I came to fight alongside Kira.
We fought the Emperor's servants constantly for years. We even thought we'd beaten him alongside my master. Then Yavin 4 happened. And Valkorion.
I received guidance from an old ally. Instead of seeking out our enemy in his current shell, you, as it turns out, we sought a different target. Tenebrae hid his original body where no one could harm it. As long as that body remained in stasis, the galaxy's greatest evil could never truly be killed.
Unless we destroyed Tenebrae, the fight against Valkorion would never really be over.
Since Valkorion is gone, I assume you succeeded.
We did. As we later learned, we destroyed his first body just as you purged the last vestige of his twisted spirit from your mind. That is when his final weapon was unleashed. A Sith ritual, carved into his very flesh, unleashed an ancient plague from every molecule of his decaying corpse.
We were both knocked out cold, comatose for more than a year. Satil Shan was the one who finally pulled us out of that nightmare, and started a new one.
Like you, Kira and I have both been vessels for a portion of Tenebrae's power. It acted as a sort of vaccine. But Satil had no such protection, nor did any of her followers. Within days, they were all laid low, trapped in a nightmarish slumber. In helping us, they are knowingly doomed themselves.
Sith rituals, a forced disease. I don't really see how I can help you with this.
You're the only one who can.
The infection is worsening. There is a darkness growing among the afflicted.
We can feel their minds connecting, communicating. We're afraid they might be merging somehow.
Merging into what? Another Valkorion? Is this plague bringing him back somehow?
It's too early to make that conclusion. Whatever it is immensely dangerous. We must stop it.
Huh?
We loaded Satil and all of her followers onto a transport to keep them quarantined, along with a few med droids to tend to them. The transport is programmed to fly a random course through unsettled sectors of the Outer Rim, all weeks away from civilization. I can send a signal to alter the course, bring it to another empty system that's closer so that we can meet it in a shuttle.
We board the ship and connect our minds with yours through the Force. Together, we will face this entity and purge it from existence. And if we cannot purge it, then we destroy the transport and hope we've ended the old monster's schemes forever.
We should just destroy the transport now, send it crashing into a star.
And kill Master Satil and all of her students? Not a chance. If there's any hope of saving them, we have to try.
I must agree. We should try to develop a cure for the disease before destroying it. We cannot know for certain this will be the only outbreak.
It's gonna take a while for the transport to come back into range.
Then we should stay here until it does. If you require any assistance in the meantime, don't hesitate to ask.
Not so fast. I'm not fighting the Republic or the Jedi, so if that's what you want, definitely hesitate to ask.
Ignore her. If necessary, I can slay enough of your enemies for both of us.
Ugh.
She grows on you. Eventually.
They make an odd pairing, but okay. How very curious. Some ancient Sith ritual. Minds merging through a plague. Satil Shan stuck in the middle of it all over again. Very well. What we'll do is take a small break. I have a feeling that we may have had, or should have had those conversations previously as a sort of epilogue to the Meridian Complex. But we'll leave those subtle meetings and their contents aside, and I believe we are now going to move on to the formation of this Imperial Hand and how the Alliance is going to be involved. We'll take a break. Thank you all for joining me once again with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then though, take care. Bye bye now.